Hey everybody, it's Dr. Dawn and it's Monday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know we live on YouTube and TikTok. It's time for Mystical Monday Live. We got a wonderful topic that we're going to discuss tonight. I hope that all of my chat members are coming in. We are back in business on TikTok now. So we got the TikTok crowd joining us. Yay, we made it through our suspension. That's all right. We was just going to take our time and flow with it. But we're back. We're back. So y'all know how we do this. I'm going to give you guys a moment to get yourselves together. And then I want you to come on back here in 30 seconds so we can get this discussion started. And let's start chit-chatting it up tonight, okay? I will see y'all back in 30. Ta-ta. Hey, I see y'all in the comments. Look, y'all say, look, another suspension, you on fire. That's right. Y'all know when you start getting suspended, you start getting flagged. That means you doing something right. All eyes on you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Y'all come on in here. Look at this chat over here on YouTube. Y'all coming on in. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. TikTok, y'all come in too. Thank you. They're welcoming me back over on TikTok. It is good to be back, y'all. I thought I was going to make it last Monday, but they played with me. They didn't lift the suspension till after Mystical Monday was over last Monday. That's all right. They made me miss 2 Mondays. It's okay because guess what? We still up and running on YouTube. So we had a backup. We had a backup. But thank you guys for coming on back tonight. Tonight. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's so much energy on this planet. So much energy. I got a little concerned because I said, uh-oh, I saw Queen Bee was live over there in Atlanta tonight. So I said, uh-oh. But I said, it's no competition, right? Because my crowd and her crowd probably very different. Not probably, it is very different. So I am excited that these energetic airwaves is coming on through, my people coming on through, my chat. We can't be distracted, right? We ain't distracted. Thank you. You love my butterfly necklace. Yes, we transforming, honey. We transforming, ain't we? We coming on through. It goes in alignment with what we're talking about tonight with your crystalline body being activated. Like a butterfly. Y'all coming on through and you're going to spread these wings and you're going to step into the new you. That's what we're doing tonight. We stepping into the new us because we realize that we are evolved beings. And for most of us, we recognize that we are awakened, chosen. We are here on assignment. We are here in remembrance of remembering who we are so that we can help shift this quantum field and this crystalline grid here on planet Earth. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. You say you're seeing butterflies everywhere, huh? Okay, okay. Here go another one for you. Here go another one for you. If y'all looking for confirmations and y'all need a butterfly, I got it for you. I brought it for y'all tonight. Yeah. So I want to bring to your awareness tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about these crystalline bodies being activated right now. And so we want you guys to be in an awareness that your crystalline body does not take effect when you're actually in your light body. A lot of us were under the impression or understanding that your crystalline body was synonymous with your light body, meaning you had to literally be removed of this fleshly presence to be in your crystalline body, and that's not the case. So we want to make sure you guys understand that your crystalline body is now activated. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We up in this truth tonight. We are y'all on YouTube. Excuse me if I keep turning my head now. I got to make sure that the people being addressed and that they feel like they're part of it. Since they're not here on the screen and we're live also on YouTube, so you may see me keep turning and looking in another direction. But let's get into it. So many of us have been experiencing ascension symptoms for some time now. We know that, and we know that we use ascension very loosely, right? Well, let's use it very specifically now as it relates to the crystalline bodies. And the crystalline bodies are synonymous with your spirit bodies. It's outside of the flesh. It's the true, it's the essence, it's the authenticity of who you are. It is what you actually look like. It is the true you. Okay. And so right now, since our crystalline bodies are now in the activation process, and for the most part been activated, you guys are going to be experiencing what is considered weakness, because you got some dismantling taking place of your DNA strands. Okay. Your DNA strands have to be dismantled and they have to be replaced with crystals, so to speak. You got to kind of shuffle some things up. And so during that process, it's going to cause the physical body to appear weak, to appear tired, to appear just not in its normal essence or state of being. So understand, I always use you guys, I always tell you guys that we are comparable to computers. Okay. So during this process, if we had to compare it to a computer or the internet, so to speak, it's like our bodies are being taken offline, if you will. It's like we're online now. We're going to pretend our bodies are like computers and we're online, like we're connected to the internet, but you got to come off of the internet. You got to come offline for this crystalline process. And so what happens is you're disconnecting from your 3D matrix consciousness during this coming offline process of this physical body. And so when this happens, your program is being rewritten, you guys. It's being rewritten. And so that's why your energy right now, you're being prompted to shift your energy inward and not outward. Do you understand and see why that is? Because as we are dismantling these three-dimensional matrix framework bodies and these systems, we have to stay connected within, because the outside, literally during this process, doesn't exist in the way or form that we are accustomed to. So we got to kind of leave that on its own and kind of ignore it, if you will, during this time. So you guys probably are getting the urge, as you always are, to go within, but now a little bit more than normal, okay? Because now you guys are having information come to the forefront that is related to your karmic data, your ancestral traumas. A lot of you are opening up some of the Akashic records right now, that are starting to come through. And these things that are being archived in your awareness, in your DNA strands, are being opened so they can be released for good right now. So they don't have to be carried through another cycle. So when I say dismantling is going on with your DNA, I literally mean dismantling. It is a lot happening with this physical and spiritual avatar. And so you guys are somewhat in an awareness, but you're not, but you're feeling the effects. How many of you are getting achy joints? How many of you are having hot flashes? Now, this is new for people who are not middle aged. Everybody's having hot flashes because of the nervous system, and hormonal interruptions. How about sharp pains that come out of nowhere at different points and spots on your body, just randomly out of the blue? And then ongoing exhaustion, just to the point where you're like, I know I slept 5 hours, but I'm gonna need 3 more. Okay. We know that tinnitus is ongoing, the ringing in the ear. We're getting that, and we're getting that amplified because of during this process, you're not only getting calibrations and downloads, but you're getting fine tuning of some of these DNA strands that are connected to you receiving information from the higher realms. And they're turning up the volume, if you will, on your internal compass for receiving information clairaudiently. So the tinnitus is getting amplified, the ringing in the ears is getting amplified. These are all things that are happening as a result of the DNA strands being dismantled and replaced with the crystals, the crystalline energy that is being placed in you guys. I bet you guys didn't realize it was an entire process. It's like you're undergoing surgery, spiritual surgery, if you will, right now. So you guys are probably going, well, Dawn, why we got to do all this? Because look, We done made it through the portal. We done evolved. We done did this. We don't need to undergo all that. We done already surpassed that. No, you didn't. You surpassed the awareness of it now. Now you have to undergo the physical dismantling of your actual system. Okay? Y'all better remember, y'all are like computers. Computers have to constantly be upgraded, right? Yeah. So you're being upgraded, and this upgrade is affecting you guys in your physical state of being. Okay. So, as a result of this, you guys, as these DNA strands are being, first of all, let me back up to the karmic data, because the karmic data is coming up like quickly. We talked a little bit in weeks past about how you guys had completed karmic cycles. The karmic cycles have come up for completion, but now they're actually at the end, so to speak, because the data is now being not wiped away, but it's being transposed. So it's got to kind of bring itself to your awareness during this process so that you can make sure that you're aware of what it was and that it is clearing out. Okay. So when I say karmic data, that's what I mean. The data stored within your DNA strands from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of your soul's journey that carries your soul's experience and the karmic lessons and patterns that are stored in there. So while this data is being, dismantled, you guys just understand you're going to be having flashbacks, if you will, or you're going to be having experiences come back up, not for you to relive them, but just for you to go down memory lane, if you will. Yeah, go down memory lane and see how you respond to some of these things as they come up. If you're not on awareness of what it is, you may get caught up and fall back a little bit into some of the cycles. But now that I'm bringing this to your awareness of what it is, you may respond very differently when this happens. You may look at it and you may laugh and say, "Oh, child, I done came a long way." You may. For most of you, I'm hoping there's no emotion attached to a lot of the karmic cycles that come back up to your awareness because you're so evolved now, right? And you're so in an awareness that you're not going to let these things shake you or make you shook it. You're just going to look at them with gratitude and thanks and say, "I remember when, and I'm so glad I done moved beyond that." That's what y'all gonna do, right? I know y'all are. Yeah. See, right now, because you are dismantling some of these DNA strands and you're being upgraded, your frequency, you guys, is no longer the same. A lot of you have probably picked up on that, that it's feeling, seeming, and being and presenting a little differently in your awareness now, because the beings and the people are not at the same field that you are. So if you were around narcissists or you had a lot of them in your awareness and energy field for whatever reason, for soul lessons, karmic ties, things like that, they're probably going to drop off at this point because they're not going to be able to perceive you at the frequency that you're in now, because due to your healing, self-doubt, low self-worth, they don't have any motivation to connect with you anymore. They don't. You actually, during this process right now of dismantling, you may feel invisible. You may feel like nobody is paying you no attention. Nobody is giving you any time. Nobody is connecting with you because guess what? They can't see you. They can't see you because they can't connect with your frequency. Do you get that? So it's almost like you've become invisible to them. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. So if they cannot detect your frequency, they can no longer latch on to you. Yeah. Y'all are unlatchable now. As these DNA strands become dismantled and they are replaced with the new crystalline energy, you are going to it's not going to be as easy as it was to connect with you, to even know how to be on the same wavelength as you, because you're different now and your same triggers don't trigger anymore. And so you're not going to be fun anymore. It's not going to be fun to try to trigger you so that they can utilize your energy for their support and their growth. They can't do it no more, so they're going to walk away. So you're not going to have them in your awareness. All right. Many of us, all of us, are now reuniting with our original blueprint. Let me tell you guys what I mean by that. Before you incarnate here, we've talked about how you create a blueprint. Okay. That blueprint is in effect while you're here. However, once you come through the portal, aka your mother's womb, and you come on through and you enter this earthly realm and you start to experience all of the things that come with earth. We know them as childhood traumas and things like that, and conditioned beliefs. Your blueprint is still there. However, now that is when you start to deviate from the blueprint, because now you're getting immersed in the earth experience. So you kind of do your thing, you get the life lessons, you da 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 da. But let's say your blueprint is for you to be a world renowned speaker of some sort. Okay, let's just say that. And throughout your life or your journey here, you're not doing that on your blueprint. Let's say you're working at Costco, or you're doing whatever, and you're still having the characteristics that it takes for you to be this world leader, but you haven't stepped into that part of the timeline or the blueprint that pushes you in that direction. You guys are now going back to the original blueprints. So with that example that I just said about somebody working at Costco, and their blueprint says they're going to be a world speaker or whatever, you getting ready to start getting prompts that leads you into speaking to the masses, and what area you would be speaking to with the masses. Oh, I couldn't get that out. So be mindful now. Your original blueprints are now coming into play, because it's almost like you're being scrubbed clean. Okay, like your DNA is being scrubbed clear, your computer is getting rebooted. So now your original blueprints are coming to the forefront, and wherever you are, you're going to be led to that original path, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's kind of like a homegoing, if you will, homecoming. You're going to be coming on home to what you originally signed up to do, because all of you have to realize now, since you are activated in these crystalline bodies and this crystalline grid, you are now considered a conscious portal. A conscious portal. You are a walking, living, breathing portal. You're not just a physical body anymore. You are a portal that is walking on earth. I got to get you guys to start looking at yourself as such. That's a big adjustment for us to see ourselves as portals. We are usually looking for physical representations of portals in our realities. Shift that now. Shift it. You are the portal. You are the portal. You are the grid workers. You are the ones working on this crystalline grid, getting the energy aligned and cleared out as it should be, so this planet can evolve. You're doing it both consciously and unconsciously. You guys remember Natalie Nadine? She came on Mystical Monday a couple of times, and that's what she does. She's a grid worker. She consciously works on moving energy on the planet as it relates to cosmic awareness and connection, and she does it consciously. Some of you are not going to be doing it consciously. You're just going to be existing, and you're going to be considered a grid worker because you're helping to shift and change the grid. Okay, you are now going to be guided to places where you probably would never go if you weren't being spiritually and intrinsically guided to get there. Like, a lot of people in the past year or so have been guided to, like, Mount Shasta in Sedona. Okay, there are various places here on Earth that are considered sacred ground, that are home for a lot of us. We can connect very easily and energetically, and so you're going to be guided to these places for, if for lack of a better term, to reboot, rejuvenate, get some codes, load up so that you can carry them on your merry way to share on the grid. Okay? Yeah, because these energy centers remind you of home, and you're going to be carrying the signal throughout the planet based on what you pick up and consume from these sacred grounds. Okay, a lot of people are going to be going to Egypt. You just watch how you will be guided, or information will come towards you to visit some of these sacred grounds. Okay, this planet is transmitting information as we speak to our light families in the higher dimensional realms. You guys got to understand, when you're getting into these crystalline bodies, you're getting into these crystalline bodies so that you can now utilize the multidimensional aspects of your existence and reality here on Earth. And a lot of that is going to involve you transmitting information to your light families in other dimensional realms. Period. See, we're following in the footsteps of some of the ancient Lemurian type things that took place. We're trying to make sure that we don't kind of take the same steps that they did in their spiritual evolution, and that we stay not as attached to egoic measures as they did, so that we don't not crumble, but so that we don't fall in the way that the Lemurians did back then. So we're getting assistance. We're getting assistance from multidimensional realms to assist us during this time, because now we're at the point now where we are utilizing all of our resources that we know to be in existence to help us during this time. Okay, now you guys are interested, or you guys are used to using your sight, your smell, your taste, your hearing, the five senses that you grew up with in the third dimensional realm. You know that. But guess what? Now that you're in these crystalline bodies, you got to switch now. Okay? You now need to use your senses that are connected to your multidimensional reality so that they can be used to assist you. What are these multidimensional senses that we use? Clairvoyance, claircognizance, clair audience, clairsentience, okay, clairalience. Y'all know, if you took my step 2 class, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what these are. If you don't, you better ask somebody, because these are the abilities that you guys are going to be using along with these crystalline bodies. Okay, your previous senses helped you navigate the 3D world, 3D realm. Now these senses are going to assist you with your multidimensional reality now that comes with these crystalline bodies and this crystalline field. Okay, so what is that going to look like? Okay, that means being able to see auras, to see orbs, sacred geometry. Yeah, we going beyond just you getting information, insight, intuitive things, seeing things to come. Now you're getting ready to play with it a little more. You're getting ready to see things a little bit differently now as you're moving into this new crystalline way of being based on your DNA upgrades that have happened or that are happening right now. Okay. Yeah. See, since you are now perceiving the unseen world, if you're not, you shall. You shall. Most of us are doing it. If you're not, it's coming. I want you guys to realize, I just did it last night. I was laying down and my bed shook like this up and down. And of course, nothing was there. Laid back down. And about, it had to be a good hour later, I felt like, you know how kids play with like a plastic ball and a plastic bat? It felt like a plastic bat hit me on my leg. Didn't hurt or anything, but just hit me to wake me up. And I said, okay, whoever, whatever you are, I ain't got time for this tonight. I'm tired now. It took me forever to get to sleep. Now I'm going to sleep. Whoever you are, go on. I'm grateful that you stopped by. You wanted me to wake up to say hello, but I'm not on it tonight. Not on it tonight. Keep it moving. Now, this is what's happening now that you're in these crystalline bodies and you're connected to this crystalline grid. You're now going to be perceiving the unseen world just as you are the seen world. Yeah. And so, what you need to do in situations like I just did, or I just told you about, just provide gratitude. Thank you for stopping by, and allow them to continue on their way. Because, see, they walking through earth right now. They walking through earth like that right now, like they always have. But they're in an awareness based on what they see. They can see the signals we're letting off based on what they see. And they say, "Oh, it's playtime. We got somebody to talk to. They can feel us. They can maybe see us. They can hear us. Come on, let's play." So it's up to you to then say, "No, no, not right now. Not right now. Not right now." It's real. It's getting ready to get real, y'all. So be in an awareness. You may also okay. Let me back up. I talked about clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairalience, all the clairs. These are your senses that you use for multidimensional purposes in the higher realms. As you guys are being activated, it's not just activations anymore. It is actual stimulations in your reality, meaning experiences that are going to be taking place with the activations, and to get you to actually use them firsthand. It's no more like just practicing, it's actually practice and utilization of these things. Now, I need to be clear with that. So a lot of you may start to hear the celestial choirs. When my clear audience was activated, it's a choir that you'll hear. I can't even describe the songs that they sing because it's so angelic and it's so different. A lot of you may start to hear the celestial choir. That's part of, or that's one of the tools that are used to confirm that your clairaudient abilities are activated and tapped into the higher realms. Okay. So if you're awakened by the choir, or you're doing something, you hear it, don't freak out. Just say, "Oh, okay, my clairaudience is tapped in. Now y'all got me hearing the choir. What angel is with me? Who here with me? Because somebody here monitoring me to make sure I can hear it. Y'all got to get into this. Y'all got to talk to it, talk to the process, and get familiar, because the unseen now is becoming part of your reality, or it is your reality. But you must tap into it and utilize it like you did in this 3D reality. Okay. So many of you, as you're getting some of this stuff happening to you, as you shall and you will, I want you to start tuning into what to listen to and what not to listen to. Here we go. If you're listening to things that are uplifting, higher dimensional, providing guidance, support, come on with it. Y'all keep going. If you ain't listening to that, and you listening to something that is the opposite, that does not feel good, that does not feel uplifting, that does not feel collected, turn it off. Step away. Say, "No, no, no, not today. No, no, no." Because that's part of this too. Because you got to remember, in the unseen, you may be operating in a crystalline frame of being, an energetic field and awareness. But just like in the third dimensional world, you got to know who to push over there and who to pull towards you. Okay? You get beings that may be coming on through. And you just happen to be there as they coming on through. Be in awareness of what you're hearing and learning what to listen to and what not to listen to. Y'all may start smelling flowers. Yeah, when them spirit guides come near you or close, y'all gonna start smelling flowers, honey. Yeah. Or you may have metallic taste in your mouth. Them spirit guides will come, they'll bring a whole lot of stuff with them. Bring a whole lot of stuff. Because, see, when they come, they're going to be assuming you guys know all this. See, because you done got these upgrades, meaning you're being guided. These upgrades are putting out the signal that you guys are sponges for this information and awareness. So the assumption is y'all know all this. So game on. Here it comes. Okay? So when you get these smells, say, "Okay, spirit guys, which one of y'all here?" Mm-hmm. A lot of you are going to just start knowing things. Yeah, that claircognizance is finna go wild. Y'all gonna realize that y'all are linked to the universe. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna be tested and tried to see if you trust what you're getting out of the blue. That claircognizance come through, it's going to be a whole new thing. You're going to not just feel divinely supported and connected, but you're going to feel like you are the universe, because you are. That's what comes with this crystalline existence and awareness of that. Don't y'all strut too hard. Y'all strut a little bit for Dr. Dawn, but don't strut too hard when you get into an awareness that you are the universe. So you know it in theory, but now you get ready to experience it in this reality. Mm-hmm. You know how we said, like the testing is over, like all of that is over. Well, not totally. Let me clarify something for you, because the process is still going on. The process of you guys upgrading is still going on. So we're kind of at a checkpoint right now. You're at a checkpoint. You're getting these crystalline adjustments. You're going to be experiencing things on a multidimensional level, but you're still at a checkpoint where your intentions and outcomes are becoming shorter, and the universe is looking to see if you're paying attention and if you're ready. So it's like you're going to be getting information. Let's say you get divine information just coming out of nowhere. The universe is saying, okay, did she get the information? Is she paying attention to what we're saying? And is she ready to receive what we got coming her way? Okay. So, you know how a lot of people, oh, thank you on TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of you will tell me, a lot of times when you ask me questions, I'll say, well, did you ask your guides? And a lot of you will say, oh, I forgot. I forgot. You're not going to forget anymore. You're not going to forget anymore with this crystalline upgrade. That's going to be your first thing that you're going to do, is you're going to be consulting with the higher realms. So now that you're consulting with the higher realms, now the universe is going to say, okay, you're consulting with us. We're giving you information. Now let's see if you're ready to follow the information we're giving you. Okay, if that makes sense. That's what this checkpoint, one of the things this checkpoint is going to consist of. You guys are also going to be tempted in I'm going to use this loosely, tempted. You're going to be tempted to see if things can be done to pull you back to the old versions of yourself. It's almost like, you guys, when I say we're at the checkpoint, it's like one more last hurrah to see how far you actually are, even with the upgrades. Okay. You know how before there's a breakthrough that comes through, there's a little opposition that always is on the horizon, just to kind of see if you still got it, if you still want it. That's what's happening at this point. Okay? Many times, or right now, you guys are going to feel the need to be still. You're going to feel the need to be still because you're not going to know exactly what to do and which way to go. These tests are going to show up in the form of doubts or delays. Okay. Many of you are still doubting, and many of you are getting frustrated still because you consider yourself in the delay process. That's not what's happening. It's no movement, because the universe is showing you who you still are by mirroring these things in your reality. So there are no delays, there are no doubts. It's just you showing you that you're still in that place of being, and you're at the checkpoint phase. Okay? Because of this, I want you guys to realize that reaction is key. In these situations, in any situation right now, don't react without awareness, because this is going to show and you'll feel stuck in your old patterns. Or the universe is going to say, are you really ready? Are you really ready for what's to come? Have you learned to choose love over fear? If you have, then you've learned. Okay? Have you learned to choose peace over impatience? Then you've learned. The universe is looking at things at this checkpoint, because you guys realize that with the DNA strands being dismantled, things coming up, you're being rewired, rebooted. Now it's like they're testing out your system now that you're rebooted and rewired. They're going, okay, we did all this. Let's see if there's any remains from the old version. You got to test it out, right? You got to test it out. So that's what's happening. The test or the checkpoint check-ins are happening now to see where these crystalline bodies are functioning right now, and how much more work they need, or tuning up they need to function adequately. Okay, that was a good. I had to pull that analogy out because I'm trying to connect this in a way where we can comprehend at our level of awareness right now. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get to these. Yeah, I'm gonna get to these comments because I see y'all commenting it up over there on YouTube. All right. Now, the universe is going to constantly be pulling you guys to go within because they don't want you to miss what is for you, and what is happening. So you're constantly going to find yourself being guided to go within, go within, go within, go within, go within. The divine, you guys already know the divine speaks in symbols primarily. You guys are looking for maybe to hear clairaudient guidance and information that's spoken to you, like I'm speaking to you now. But the universe will usually speak to you in symbols because that doesn't disrupt or interfere with your logical mind. When you start talking and hearing, your logical mind comes into play. Then you start doubting and questioning, and then all of that. So you usually get symbolic representation when the universe is speaking to you, and it's going to come in repetitive patterns. You guys know the universe will show it to you over and over and over again in different ways to make sure that you're getting it and you're understanding it, and that you understand that it is confirmed information. So you're going to continue to get that now a little bit more than usual because of the upgrade to your system that has taken place. Okay. During this time, you guys, how you respond is going to let the universe know how you want to proceed. You get information and guidance, you ignore it, shrug it off. Universe say, okay, they don't want no more. Let me hold up. You get information and guidance now. You're seeking additional clarification because you're not clear. Universe says she's tapped in. Let's keep feeding her information. Let's keep showing her. Let's strengthen, the connection. Let's keep giving information. And then that's how it goes. The universe is following y'all lead now, right now, because they're giving you the tools. You're getting the tools that you need, Awaken. Once you're getting it, it's just, what do you want to do with it at this point? Remember, we keep talking about the blueprints, but you still got free will as long as you on this earthly realm. All right. As long as you are responding from a place of truth. Okay. You will always be guided. You will always be guided. And you shouldn't feel like you're being blocked. Yeah. See, that feeling of being blocked should be disappearing from a lot of us now, because we now understand what the blockages symbolize in different situations. You're starting to become a match for outcomes, because you're going to start being prepared to receive what's coming your way. Because why? It's going to show up through divine timing. Here's where divine timing comes into play. Go back to the example I gave you guys in the beginning. The person who's working at Costco, whose blueprint says they are going to be lined up to be a very prominent and influential speaker to the masses, as it relates to shifting the planet forward. Okay. So now the things that are going to present themselves in this person's life, they're becoming a match to be able to receive all of the preparation that's needed to get to the next steps. Let's say this person has a fear of speaking to a lot of people or large groups. Okay, now opportunities are getting ready to come up, maybe at Costco, where they got to be the team leader or something, and they got to talk to the staff about whatever. You see what I mean? You're going to start being a match now for what's coming towards you so that you're prepared to receive it, because it comes in divine timing. But the preparation comes now, starts to match you. for that outcome that is on the blueprint. This is the moment that many of us have been waiting for, because you are now seeing and understanding this process. Y'all getting this now. Because you're getting it now, you're stopping resistance and you're starting to be in the present moment. That's what it's been all about, getting you in this present moment. The next step is to get you to trust that you are meeting your outcomes through your frequency. Yeah. You all are anchoring the frequency. You got to be the light right now. You must be the light, because this crystalline body and energetic field is being shared with you so that you can do that. It's time for you to believe without fear. You got to release what you've outgrown, and you have to be ready to be in receiving mode. Some of you still aren't in receiving mode because you're going to feel guilt or unworthiness, and it's showing up. It's still showing up in your energy field. Your signal is different now. You guys, you got to I can't stress how much your signal is different now. Okay? Being panicked or being around conflict and things like that, that doesn't align with you anymore. And so you probably won't be around that as much anymore. So don't be surprised, as I said in the beginning, if people and circumstances don't come around you that support those emotions. Y'all want to be lonely right now. I know this sounds bad, but you want to be lonely right now because loneliness signals that only love and truth can come your way right now. That's all y'all are an open vessel for right now, is love and truth. If it ain't that, it ain't coming towards you. So it may be lonely for a minute, because y'all gonna start seeing now all of the falseness and deceptiveness that was around you that you weren't aware of prior to now, because it wasn't illuminated to a place of awareness where you could see this. Yeah. So realize that this crystalline grid is a geometric structure, you guys. It is a divine framework of consciousness. And now you are a walking, living, breathing representation of it. You are a portal of it. You're a portal. Yeah. These patterns, these geometric patterns, are surrounding your energetic body right now, your spirit body. You are a consciousness portal. Yes, you are. You're plugged into the crystalline grid. Some of you intentionally and consciously, and some of you not. But nevertheless, many of you are. Yeah. So as you are plugged in and you're pulled, you may be pulled to different areas, as I told you before, different sacred grounds. You may also be pulled to different situations and to serve in different roles. So you're not just living on earth now. You are now stepping into the reality and connection that you are earth and you are the universe. It is because of this, all of you must practice energetic hygiene. If you ain't never did it before, let's do it now. Let's start getting into an awareness of what is your energy and what is not. Remember, I told you guys, interfacing with the unseen world now, meaning the spiritual world, is catapulted now. It's part of your regular reality. So recognizing what is your energy and what is not is going to be very important. Very important. Yeah. Understanding how to recognize your energy and to create a space, if you will, to hold your energy is going to be very important. Many of you have signed up for my step 1 class. It's closed now, but it was the free step 1 class. Many of you came in there. We're going to be touching on recognizing the ego versus divine guidance, or the spirit voice. We got to know that now. Step 2 class, we're going to be working on or tapping into using and enhancing your abilities to function in this higher dimensional realm that supports this crystalline body, meaning your clear abilities. Yeah. We're going to learn how to use them, recognize them, and get comfortable with them. And then in step three, y'all all in with communicating with that unseen world. Now it's time to talk to them. Time to talk to them like you're talking to me. We get into it in that one. So I'm aligning myself, you guys. I didn't realize it until these classes started getting offered just in the past 2 weeks. And I started getting this awareness of the crystalline structure and where we are and kind of what is happening. My classes are lined up now with where we are in the planet. Go figure that. Did my spirit guys know what they was doing? My spirit guys knew what was coming. Did my spirit guys say, girl, do this, and do that? Wasn't clear to me at the time, but now it's illuminated how it fits. Remember, I just told you guys what you are going to be doing will now match. You're going to be put in a position where you're matching what your blueprint says you're here to do. Now I'm a match. Took me a whole lot of stuff to get through to get to being a match, but now I'm a match. That's what's going to happen with y'all. That's what's happening now. You're becoming a match to the blueprint. You're becoming and getting situations. You're getting situations brought to you that are getting you connected to becoming a match for the outcome that you're going to provide to the planet. You're getting prepared for it, as Dr. Dawn has been for many moons. And it finally is showing up. And this is the divine timing. As these crystalline bodies that come, divine timing. Now my classes make sense to me. They make sense to me now. See? And your journey and your steps and what you're doing now is going to make sense to you if it doesn't already. Because now this DNA, remember, you guys, our DNA is clean. So now we see and understand things differently. We couldn't see it before because our DNA didn't support it, didn't support us seeing it. You're going to see now how things are matched for your outcome. Okay, let me get some of these questions and comments. Y'all, I ain't answered nothing. I ain't paid no attention to none of y'all. So let's see what y'all talking about. Metamorphosis. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Seeing butterflies everywhere. Worth the energy tonight. I have seen black butterflies. I got the downloads of Crystalline last night. Good. Over 3 years of ascension symptoms. People talking about having years of ascension symptoms. And each time, you guys, you got to understand, even now, I brought up some characteristics that maybe you guys are experiencing now and maybe you experience later. But look, we keep having different things happen to us as we ascend, like this whole crystalline thing and going in and dismantling things and bringing up the karmic data and kind of restructuring it and moving Akashic records around and dealing with the ancestral trauma and doing like this is. We got some new stuff kind of happening. Every time we ascend, we get some different kind of things, that different kind of work being done on us. So the symptoms keep changing on us. So it may be year after year after year after year that we're experiencing these symptoms. And again, in the beginning, I thought once you get to an awareness that the symptoms would stop. That's what I used to think way back. But it's ongoing. It's ongoing. Okay, you've had dull pains, very exhausted. Yeah, somebody had it for 20 years, symptoms. Yeah. Pains, tiredness, skin dryness, change. Yeah, all of that. Hot and cold flashes, all of this. If you're experiencing any of this, you're not alone. You're not alone. So I hope you guys are recognizing that. JG says, I feel people staring at me. I know I am aligning with my purpose. Good. You're going to get a lot of eyes on you. A lot of eyes from people who don't know you. And then the people who do know you are probably stepping away because they just can't reach you where you are. You want to visit Mount Shasta? Your soul has spoken. Spirit, your team, your higher self is probably working on matching you to that. That's why you spoke it. I was just thinking about Lemurians when you talk about Egypt. Okay. Yeah, those Lemurians. They did what we did. They evolved. They just got a little big head with it, with their spirituality. They like, okay, I'm evolved, you evolved. I can do these crystals. Let me show you how these crystals work. But they just got a little arrogant with just a little bit. I say arrogance and alignment. It's a fine line, but they got a little stank acting. And so the higher dimensional realms trying to assist us so we don't take that left turn and get a little stank with it, because we will just like them. I mean, it's part of it. So we're getting a little bit more attention, if you will. Let's see. Oh, you were shook awake too? Yeah, y'all be careful. Y'all laying in them beds and y'all feel shaken. Don't get scared. It's just spiritual beings that know that you can now sense their presence, that be playing with you. That's all. That's all. Y'all don't get caught up in the exorcist and poltergeist and all that. Don't be doing all that. Just know that you got beings that are just passing through, just trying to say, hey, make sure you acknowledge them and tell them keep on going. But if I know some of y'all gonna stop and say, hey, where you going? Who are you? Where you been? Show me that you with me. Give you know how y'all do. Some of y'all gonna do that. Okay. Let me come over here. TikTok, what y'all doing? Oh, y'all giving a lot of hearts, a lot of okay, a lot of roses. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Greg says, I love the way you do this. Thank you. You're so welcome. I try to make Mystical Monday as realistic as possible and make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it gotta be make sense, don't it? Because y'all experiencing it, you going through it. I can give y'all swanky scientific information, but that's not who Dr. Dawn is. So if you are on this live, or you watch my replays, you need it to be delivered in a way that is a little bit more functional to your awareness and understanding right now. Let's see. Destiny says, so my body is shaking. I felt good, but I was wondering why I was so antsy. Like, all them energy surges got you moving and shaking, Destiny. That's what that is. Got you moving and shaking. Yeah, when I described to you guys in the beginning what was going on, you got to realize that's a powerful process for your body to undergo, your system. Literally, I told you guys it's like being taken offline. Like we're connected to the internet now, let's just say theoretically, and we're being removed offline and disconnected. And we're disconnecting our consciousness from the 3D matrix so that our programs can be rewritten. That's powerful. That's a lot of stuff taking place. And so the fact that this energy is shifting all over the place, causing, these things to affect our physical avatar is to be expected. It's to be expected. That's a lot of stuff going on. So achy joints and hot flashes and tinnitus and pain, sharp pains and being exhausted, that's in the big scheme of things, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We're now at the point after all these upgrades of being able to handle this right now. We couldn't have handled this in the past. We'd be somewhere not breathing no more. We'd be done with this earth experience had we gone through this in times past. But we can handle it now. We can handle it. You're seeing synchronicities, numbers, a lot. Yeah, you're going to see those magnified because a lot of your codes are changing, and a lot of the codes, that's going to be the next step for you guys to really be able to connect the codes so that you can see what part of your simulation you are playing out in the moment. That's going to start being illuminated for you guys. I told you guys a while back that I have a 4-number sequence that when it shows up, I know that I am in the program of family changes and soul disruption. So when I see this code, I know something is coming up as it relates to my family. So you guys are going to start recognizing codes and then how they fit in your life based on when they show up. Now you're going to be in an awareness of it because you're going to have that crystalline ability connected to the grid. Okay, let's see. Essential Studio says, Dr. Dawn, I had to move home with my mother, who is a minister. She is pressuring me to go to church and using manipulation tactics to influence my decisions. I know church is no longer for me. Okay, then don't go. Don't go. The new version of you, if something doesn't align, you won't be able to do it. You just won't energetically. There's no pressure. It's just simply no. That's what it is. No. How about that? And then you say, well, girl, if I say no, I ain't gonna have nowhere to stay. Then spirit will align you and match you up. with where you should be, that aligns with where you are. How about that? It's simple. It's very simple. It's not trying to convince her, no, because see, Christianity is this. It's not about that. That ain't what you came to do. That's not what you came to do. Nope. She says, any advice? Oh, you saw it. Okay. Yeah, I just told you. I just told you what the advice is. Simple. Very simple. I told you guys, loneliness is going to be your new word for a little bit. It's okay because you guys, as you're restructuring, you're going to also be reconfiguring and reuniting and reconnecting with soul members and aligned individuals. You can't do that right now because you're still undergoing dismantling and replacing of DNA. So you got that's still taking place. So right now, you kind of don't want to attract new beings into your existence because you may get some beings that are remnants of your past version of you, and because you're undergoing dismantling. So just wait till all of that is to the point where your signal says, okay, we're now open for business, and then you'll see what you're attracting. But it definitely won't be the same as that older version of you, of that previous version of you. Yeah. Guadalupe, you ain't lonely. Get into your inner self, get into it, and get into the opportunities that are coming your way for you to become more connected to the unseen world, the spirit world. If you're lonely right now, that's all this is. It's an opportunity for you to get more connected to that part of you, that side of you, and to be more aware of what's happening to you in the moment as it's happening. Because remember, the universe, you're at the checkpoint now. You're at the checkpoint. Universe is saying, I'm going to give you the information. I'm going to assist you. I want to see what you're doing with it, how you're using it, if you're consistent, if you're blowing it off, if you don't believe it, if you want, you're at that point now. So you need to be semi-lonely so you can stay focused, a little focused, and don't have too many distractions. You see, everything on earth in your third dimensional realm is set up to be a distraction. Y'all ain't in that realm no more. So the distractions are minimized. So things are going to be quieter for a little bit. We got to adapt to that and get used to that. We ain't used to that. We used to duh, 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 duh. We are. I loved how last week with my clients, my I could tell I was doing some restructuring of how things were going because I was loaded up with clients on like maybe 2 or 3 days, like loaded, like back to back to back to back to back to back. But then it was like 3 or 4 days, I wasn't doing nothing but crossing my legs. I was crossing my legs and I was like, okay, I like this. I like it. So you're going to start getting in the mindset that you don't have to stay busy to be ascending, to be getting into your crystalline bodies, and to be getting more comfortable with the newer version of you. It's quite the opposite. Things are slow and quiet. Yeah. I want to let you guys know once again that step 1 class is full, step 3 class is full, step 2 is still open, which is psychic development. That is where you connect with and learn about your clair abilities, and you tap into them and develop them so that you can communicate with the multidimensional higher realms, which is what we say this crystalline body is consisting of, and you get familiar and comfortable with it. If you are interested in signing up for the psychic development class, make sure you visit my website, step 2, psychic development class. Visit my website at www.discoveringyourinnerlight.com. The promo code is psychic, all caps. You don't have to have taken step 1 to take step 2. Most of the people, once you read the description, you see what it entails. You will be guided as to whether you should proceed or not. And the class, I think, is very beneficial. I've had a lot of people take it and enjoyed it and gone on to do step 3. So make sure you look at that, visit the website, look at the description. Again, space is still available for that class. My classes are very small and intimate because I want to be able to do this like I'm doing now, get to know you and connect with you on a one-on-one basis. One of the things that's included in that step 2 class is a one-on-one session with me. and your spirit team, where we talk a little bit about where you are in your growth and development and kind of your psychic abilities and what things may need to be done to help you to continue on your way, evolve in the way that you would like to continue to evolve. So make sure you look into that. Also, if you are not interested in classes, you say, hey, Don, I like a more one-on-one approach. But I want some consistency. I don't want to just have a class with you. I mean, a session with you today and then one again next month or 5 months down the road. I want to do something consistently, like you're working with me one-on-one, like an independent study, and help me develop and grow in the spiritual areas that I'm seeking guidance. You can do that too. Right now, we have a promo going. If you want to sign up for the 3-session plan, that's 3 sessions that you can schedule however you like, or the 5-session plan. Use the promo code appreciation, all caps, and it is under the plans that are offered. The only other plan besides that is the mentoring plan. That is very specific to people who I've worked with before, who want to get a little bit more specific, a little bit more specialized, customized guidance, maybe going on to being a spiritual practitioner, or who want to develop their skills a little more, but need some one-on-one assistance and guidance in doing that. That's the mentoring plan. So go on the website, discoveringyourinnerlight.com, check out the plans, see if any of those fit you. Because I would love to work with you guys, especially during this time that I am now aligned. Told y'all I'm aligned now. I'm aligned and matched up with my blueprint, and I am now in an awareness of it, y'all. Once you get an awareness of how spirit done aligned you and got you ready, it gets real good. It gets real good. So I want you guys to know I am looking forward to working with you guys. I am so grateful for the turnout here on Mystical Monday, here on YouTube as well as TikTok. YouTube, we done came leaps and bounds. Remember, we used to be on here, used to be like 10 people. 10, 12 people, got up to about 52 people tonight. Baby, we'll take it. We will take it. And thank you guys for the new subscribers here on YouTube. Yes, the followers on TikTok. I'm up to I think I got 7,000 followers over there now on TikTok, baby. Y'all showing up, showing out. I appreciate that. The support from you, all of you, has been phenomenal. I am actually thinking of how to expand this platform, this right here, this Mystical Monday. And it was brought to my awareness of possibly doing an after show. Well, we got to see about that. An after discussion to continue the dialogue, to develop a safe space to do that, because it ain't about me just always talking to you guys. It's about you guys kind of talking to each other and sharing information and experiences. And so that was just brought to me over the weekend. So I'm pondering over that. And if I want to do that free. Ha ha ha. Everybody doing these subscriptions now and all that stuff. I say, ooh, let me see how Dr. Dawn can get in on some of this stuff now, since Spirit is bringing all this stuff to my awareness. But I'm going to see y'all. I'm going to see and I'm going to let y'all know. I don't try to break the bank, y'all. Y'all know I don't. But I thought that was a good little thing brought to my awareness. That wasn't nothing but my spirit team bringing that to my awareness. See? Okay, let me leave y'all alone tonight, baby. We done got a lot of information tonight, didn't we? We got a lot of information. I appreciate you guys coming to me and sharing your comments. Please continue to share your comments, questions down below. I love, love, love to hear from you. I answer everything and I comment. When you comment, I comment back. I love the engagement. I would definitely respond. So please make sure you leave me a question or a comment. Y'all come on back. Continue to share the videos. I love, love, love the outpouring of support. You guys have been and always are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Until next time, y'all visit my website. If I see some of y'all in class tomorrow, y'all in that step 1 class, get ready. We're gonna get it together tomorrow. And if not, you guys look at that step 2 class and see if you might be interested. Okay. All right, you guys, you have been wonderful. I will see you next Monday. All right. You are so welcome. Good night.